your, can I zoom in? Oh, it's letting me zoom in. Yes. Okay. I said I was gonna go live and show y'all how to do this lace, right? This is another way to do lace. No. Like instead of like actually using fabric lace. So this requires a little hand painting as well. I'm gonna do this with acrylic paint. The system that I'm using today is gonna be the OneAir system. And I am using from my shop my XXL ballerina tips. Because why not? So before you do any airbrushing, especially if you're going to use acrylic paint, but on any surface, you're going to want to buff it. Buff it. No, you're going to want to buff it. So I am buffing it. I'm going to put this on here. And usually I will start my live with everything already prepped up, but I decided to show you guys the prep. Because if this was on like an actual client, you would want to do the same thing. You would want to make sure that your surface was not shiny. I go step and be above is I'll make sure everything is matte. Because I feel like it makes it smoother so you don't get the grooves from your acrylic or anything on there. I don't want that. And I don't want that. So I'm gonna actually gel coat these matte. I'm gonna turn this down because I can hear myself. So I have another tablet on the side of me so that I can hear what you guys are saying. If you're saying so, I can see your comments. Cool. Do that. Turn that volume down. So this is matte by Koopa. It's a good matte. And like I said, I like to do this because I want everything to be smooth. It's got a little glitter in it. And the matte kind of gives it a real smooth finish. If you're going to do acrylic airbrush paint over gel polish, you would need to matte it, or you need to remove the sticky and buff it. And that's if you're not using a gel system. But even with the gel systems, I still matte it. I just feel like it goes on smoother. So there. Let's put that in the lap. We're going to get that matte. I have the Legend Air system that I'm using right now. So this is the handpiece. It's got some pink in it because I just finished doing something. I'm going to use white, of course. I'm going to use white because I'm going to do the white lace. But this stencil pack comes with the 3 different kinds, and it's actually 8 things each, right? And so you're probably like, well, how did you get that? I'm going to show you exactly how I get that. I did not come up with this. I learned this from Mochiko. She is the Japanese airbrush teacher in Japan that I learned with air gel from. So if you started with air gel in the beginning, majority of your techniques you learn from Mochiko. And that's facts. So let's put that there. So everybody can scooch it down. So here. So you're like, what? How do you get it? Let's go to our stencil saver book and grab what we need. We're going to need out of here this one. And this one for now. Just these 2. We're also going to use a thin liner brush, and we're going to use this multi-gel from Express Claws. So the first part is this. And I'm gonna put this one here, like so, like that. And then this one I'm gonna put here. So you should probably be able to see it shape up. These are the other ones. This right here. And this right here. And they all have their own different flowers. So I like these little pointy flowers for this pointy one. And these little chubby round flowers for this chubby round one right here. Alright, so I need these round flowers for here. So I'm gonna put this there. I just want it in the scoop. These guys, that could be right there. I want it in the scoop, like of the half circle or whatever. What's up, T Rose, Tenacious Nails, Charmin Nail Shop, Danny? Let me get this out the way. Oh, I got the right one for a change. And so I do airbrush, but sometimes I use acrylic paint. Sometimes I use gel. I don't use gel polish with acetone. I never use that. But acrylic paint or the air gel. Let's make sure we spray them pretty good. I want this to be soft, you know. And pro tip, if you're new and you want to make sure you don't get a lot of back spray here, we're just going to take this guy off of here, put him right there, and we'll avoid getting spray everywhere. I'm going to press it down because I didn't. It's soft. But I want it deep right there at the top, and then it gets soft as it gets to the bottom. So there's that. So we're gonna let that dry, and while that's drying, I'm gonna do the other one. So let's set it up. And I need this one from here. So I'm just gonna, this thing gets on my nerves. It is so, like, I shouldn't even use a little bar. Take that off, put this back in my stencil book. See? Put this guy on here. I have like 5 of these. Some of these don't like the other ones. Like, it's weird. And then this one looks like it's upside down, which I don't get. I'm gonna adjust this a little bit because I kind of want it over. So you can stretch these a smidge. It's soft stencil masking. There. So that's this part right here. But I just want this light. See? Put that back in the stencil book because I'm done with that part of it. And then I'm going to match this up for this part right here. Match it up so that it'll fit. Need some more paint. I always test it out on my hand first. Just because I do. And it's just soft because it's lace. So technically this would be like see-through. That's like air quotes holding something. So now we got our two hookups. We're gonna grab our thin liner brush. I'm gonna use this detailer. These are my brushes from Nicole J. They're real nice. Treat them nice, they'll be nice to you. I'm gonna put the top on this acrylic paint. Stencil book. Oops, move it out the way. Oops. Got some other things I'm testing out. I haven't showed you guys yet. I like to put these tops back on because this is technically acrylic paint. So now we got both of them set up. And I promise you, like, if I wasn't showing this to you guys, it'd be like so fast. Both of them are set up. We'll do this guy first. So we're gonna grab our multi-gel. I'm gonna stir it up. When you're using acrylic paints or even the air gel paints, just make sure you shake them up real good. Everything has to be shaken real good. If it's just been sitting, you never know. It could be separating or whatever. Everything has to be shaken real good. This is where my hand drawing skills comes into play. So these little lacy bits right here, these are just lines. And then this right here, I just used the dotter. And then I drew some lines and then dotter. So I am going to do the lines first. Then I'm gonna go and do the other side. Hey, mama. These would be cute for like wedding nails. That'd be an easy wedding nail. Now try to not turn my practice finger, because technically if this was my client's hand, I wouldn't be turning it like that anyway. But you see how it just kind of comes together? Get that lace effect. And it's just like, it's easier than you think, you know? I think that's like the part, is that it's easier than you think. And then I'm gonna do this one last part. Cool. Now let's do our other flower. Hey, Larissa's nails. I always forget that I put a little gel on my finger in order to not have to go back in my container, and I cured it. Because of course before I did the design, I practiced it. I make sure the stencils are the right size. So yeah. then one more. But yeah, this is a super easy design to do. So there, that's that part. Now we got to do this around part, right? So if you don't have a steady hand, you can cure this beforehand. You can like cure this part and then just add the rest, right? I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go in and add the rest. And I start in the middle. It just makes it easier for me. Boom. So now we got that part of the lace in. So now let's draw like the little lace lines. And those are just little lines. And this is a really thin detail brush from Nicole, so it makes it easier to get those thin detailed lines. And since I'm using this liner gel, it gives it kind of like a raised effect. So you get like a, not really a texture, but technically a texture. And that part was like super easy. Like super easy. Alright. So then let's do, sometimes with lace you got like little, I guess you can call them flourishes. Are they called flourishes? Y'all let me know. Like that's cool. And then we're gonna grab a daughter. Okay, so grab a daughter. Ugh, not a daughter with a piece of something on it. Lint. Let's get lint on everything. Makes me crazy. Alright, so daughter. Now let's put in these lines. These dots like on the top. And it's not like you have to have so many. Just as many as you want. Like, so this reminds you of like an eyelet lace. It's like a real old school lace, I guess you could say. And using my finger to balance. That way I make sure I stay right where I want to be if I use my finger to balance. This looks weird because I feel like it would be another petal, so it would be another line right here. So that, then we're gonna go here and we're gonna do five-dot flower. That's 6, but whatever, you get it. So that's our first one all done. Laced up. So let's put that one in the lamp. And we can cure that one while we work on this guy. He has more details, but still not too much. Just lines, tracing, and then dots. So easy. Easy peasy. Easy like $9 to $10 upsell on your nail art because you did 2 techniques. You did airbrushing and you did hand painting. And then just using the airbrush helps reinforce that soft lace-like look. So I'm gonna do this bottom side first. Since that's a half, I can do the half smoother. But yeah. So here. And then I'm going to go here. And then let's do the top. You can add stones to this. Like, I didn't add stones to my to the ones that I did, but you definitely can. Okay, so at this point, if you think you're going to mess up, then you can go ahead and cure this, but I'm not going to cure it. I ain't say I wasn't gonna mess up. I'm just not gonna cure it right now. I'm gonna do the rest of the lines. So we're gonna do these lines here, and then we're gonna put our dots in for our eyelid. And I like doing this on this natural pink because it looks like if this is a neckline of a dress or a shirt or something, this will be like skin peeking through, if that makes any sense. If you have any questions, just say so. I can see I can see the comments. I can see the comments. I'll save this to my not reels. What's the other thing? I'll save this to my IGTV. If they let me save it. Sometimes they be acting real janky. Like, Instagram is being real weird. So there. That's that part. Now, the rest of this is just dots. And of course we need our flourishes. If that's what it's called. Nobody corrected me in the comments, so I guess I'm good. And then I could just fit like a little one right here. There. Just for continuity. So now we need to do our eyelid dots. And I'm going to start the top, across the top first. Using my finger to balance. I got some real strong lights on my table, so sometimes it might almost try to cure my stuff, but I'm on top of it. And then across the on the bottom. And then on the bottom they just get like slightly smaller. Like so, like that. And there we go. We got some lace. So let's go ahead and put this one in the lap. Give that a cure. SCF Nails, what's up? And then we can top coat. I'm going to do shiny. I'm not going to do matte. Because I like shiny. Now, if this was going on a client, before you top coat, you do want a base coat, especially when you're using acrylic paints over gel. You want a base coat at least twice. And if you got any of the acrylic paint like on the side, like the edge of the nail, then you're going to want to file it because it will chip. Put that in there. The other one isn't done. So pretty much you can do like all of these different designs that kind of way or remix it any kind. I use purple here. You can also cover these with the, I'm gonna show you. If you didn't want to draw the lines, you can stamp it. Like if you had a stamping plate, you can stamp it. You would take this piece here, put it there, grab this one, cover it, and then grab your stamp. Like if you had you wanted to use this, stamp it on top of that, and then you don't have to draw it. If you're like, I'm not a good drawer, I'm not good with the hand drawn things. Then you can do it that, hey, little sewing room, what's up? How's my dog? That is my mom, guys. Say hi to the little sewing room. Alright, so let me show you the other one. Let's top coat the other one. This one came out real nice. This is one of my favorite top coats. It's from Tammy Taylor. It's a glass slipper. It be shiny. Alright, I'm gonna put that one in the lamp to cure that one. And we got these two designs. So like, I mean, everything's basically opening back up. So weddings are gonna start happening. So boom, wedding nails. See what that one looks like. So there you go. Really cute, easy, quick lace nails. The stencil comes in a 3-pack, meaning you get enough to make, you get the 3 different designs here. So 3 different flowers and 3 different lace edges that you can use with your acrylic airbrush paint or your air gel airbrush paints. I have not tried it with the gel polish mixed with acetone because, like I said, I don't use that. It's not my favorite thing, only because you can never get the same mix twice. You never know like how much like each one's going to need a different amount of acetone based on it being a cream or a shimmer or whatever. And gel polish wasn't designed to be shot through an airbrush, so that's the difference. If you want to know more about equipment, definitely hit the link in my bio and check out the free videos on airbrush equipment because I have those there. And thank you for joining me on this live. I'll do some more. I got some more new stuff coming out, so I'll do some more. You guys can look forward to graffiti letters. I'll do that one. That'll be good. I'll do the graffiti letters airbrush. So thank you guys. Have a good one.